Imagine being told the initial indicator of losing your autonomy isn't misplacing your reading glasses. It's struggling to rise from your armchair. This challenge creeps into your life gradually. One season you're ascending staircases without thought. Then months later you're pausing midway to catch your breath. Basic activities like standing from your sofa or carrying groceries become increasingly difficult. I'm simply tired, you tell yourself. I'll recover soon. Yet here's the reality most people fail to recognize until too late. It's not merely aging, it's muscular deterioration, beginning with your lower limbs. Medical professionals call this muscular atrophy, a quiet, progressive condition remarkably easy to dismiss. Your leg muscles, your body's foundation, weaken first. When this happens, everything follows. Your equilibrium, your mobility, your self-assurance. What's particularly alarming is that once your legs weaken, your risk of taking a tumble increases dramatically. Tumbles represent the primary cause of injury among senior citizens, sending countless individuals to emergency rooms annually. Fractured bones, extended hospital visits, and even permanent loss of independence often begin with that unexpected fall you never anticipated. Here's the encouraging news. This situation is entirely preventable without requiring extensive gym sessions or heavy weightlifting. Many believe exercise represents the sole method for maintaining muscular strength as they age, but there's something potentially more powerful that you're likely overlooking daily. It's the nourishment on your plate. Indeed, appropriate foods can rebuild muscle tissue, safeguard your skeletal structure, and maintain leg strength well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. As you age, your body needs more than movement. It requires proper fuel that supports muscles, combats inflammation, and maintains steady balance. Today I'll share several powerful foods that accomplish exactly this. These foods aren't exotic or difficult to find. You probably have some sitting in your kitchen currently. However, chances are you're not consuming sufficient quantities to truly make an impact. Trust me, once you understand what these foods can do for your legs, your balance, and your independence, you'll never view your meals the same way again. So if you're committed to staying strong, mobile, and independent as you age, grab something to write with. Stay with me until the conclusion, and let's explore these options. Oh, and if you've noticed your legs feeling weaker recently, share your experience in the comments section. You're not alone, and this information might be precisely what you need to reverse the situation. Let's begin. Here's something most people don't realize: strength isn't merely about muscles working vigorously. It's about muscles healing properly. Every step you take, every movement you make, your muscles experience tiny microscopic tears. This is normal. It's how muscles develop strength. When younger, your body repaired those tears quickly, almost effortlessly. But as we age, that recovery slows. The process that once kept you feeling strong and flexible now struggles to maintain pace. If your body doesn't receive appropriate nutrients to help those muscles recover, real problems begin. You start waking with stiff, aching legs. Simple tasks like standing or taking short walks leave you sore and exhausted. Over time, that discomfort transforms into weakness, and that weakness erodes your independence. That's why what you feed your body becomes increasingly important. And this is where root vegetables truly shine. Orange flesh tubers are packed with vitamin-rich compounds that play critical roles in muscle repair. They help your body heal those tiny muscle tears faster, reducing soreness, keeping your legs flexible, and ensuring you wake ready to move rather than feeling stiff and achy. There's more. These vegetables help address another hidden danger: inflammation. Chronic inflammation represents one of the most overlooked reasons we lose muscle strength with age. It works quietly, breaking down muscle fibers incrementally, making every movement feel harder than it should. Over years it accumulates until suddenly climbing stairs or even walking across rooms feels challenging. These bright vegetables fight back with their abundant beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A, helping reduce inflammation and protect muscles and joints from damage. They also help your body combat oxidative stress, one of aging's greatest accelerators, meaning less wear on muscles, reduced joint pain, and smoother, stronger movement daily. Something most people overlook is essential minerals. Certain minerals prove vital for muscle strength, yet many aren't getting enough, especially as they age. Without sufficient minerals, you're more likely to experience muscle cramps, weakness, and worst of all, increased falling risk. These vegetables represent excellent natural sources of essential minerals, helping keep muscles firing properly, balance steady, and legs strong enough to carry you through your day. Did you know gut health directly connects to muscle strength? If digestion isn't working properly, your body can't absorb nutrients needed to fuel and repair muscles. These vegetables contain rich fiber that maintains gut health and keeps digestion running smoothly. Healthy digestion means better absorption of vitamins, minerals, and proteins, all essential for maintaining strong, powerful legs. The best part? These vegetables are incredibly versatile. Roast them, mash them, bake them into fries, or incorporate them into soups or salads. You can even blend them into smoothies for creamy, nutrient-packed boosts. Unlike processed carbohydrates such as white bread or pasta, they won't leave you feeling bloated or sluggish. They provide energy needed to stay active, nutrients to protect muscles, and strength to keep moving day after day, year after year. Next, let's examine another overlooked powerhouse food that can fuel your legs and keep you moving confidently. Now, here's the good news. One of the easiest, most effective changes you can make to support your legs is already in your pantry. Those bright tubers provide long-lasting energy without leaving you sluggish or bloated like processed carbohydrates. Adding them to your diet represents one of the smartest moves if you want to keep climbing, walking, and standing strong throughout your golden years. But these vegetables merely represent the beginning. Next comes a food most people overlook. Many even call it boring. But what if this humble grain could be the secret weapon your legs have been waiting for? Whole grain breakfast cereals might seem plain, but these little grains pack serious benefits for leg strength, stamina, and balance. Have you noticed your legs tiring faster recently? Perhaps climbing stairs feels more like exercise than previously, or standing too long leaves your legs sore and drained. Worst of all, that creeping weakness makes even simplest movements feel harder and more dangerous. Why does this happen? Is it merely age? Not entirely. It's what we're fueling our muscles with. Your legs don't just need strength. They need steady, reliable energy, not the kind that spikes and crashes. You need fuel that keeps you moving continuously, step after step. That's where these grains enter the picture. Unlike refined grains like white bread or sugary cereals, whole grains have lower glycemic indices. What does that mean for you? It means they release energy slowly and steadily, giving muscles fuel they need without sugar spikes and crashes that leave you drained by midday. Ever feel sluggish or completely exhausted afternoons? That's often the result of processed foods burning energy reserves too quickly. But whole grains keep you steady, helping muscles perform when needed most. It doesn't stop at energy. These grains also contain plant-based protein, absolutely necessary for maintaining muscle mass as we age. Without sufficient protein, muscles slowly break down. That's when weakness creeps in, balance falters, and fall risks increase. Whole grains help you fight back, feeding muscles and supporting strength, needed to stay steady. Let's discuss something most people don't consider: circulation. For legs to remain strong, they need oxygen-rich blood flowing constantly. Poor circulation means slower muscle recovery, more cramps, and that heavy, dragging sensation in your legs. Sound familiar? Whole grains help solve this too. They're excellent sources of iron, essential for carrying oxygen through blood. Without sufficient iron, you'll feel weak, lightheaded, and your legs will tire faster. Ever wonder why your legs feel heavy without reason? Low iron could be the culprit. Whole grains provide additional benefits, loaded with magnesium, a critical nutrient keeping muscles relaxed and preventing those painful nighttime leg cramps everyone dreads. So if you're serious about staying mobile, independent, and strong, whole grains deserve places on your plate. Mix them into smoothies, sprinkle them on yogurt, or bake them into healthy snacks. They're simple, affordable, and among the most powerful foods for keeping your legs and your life moving forward. Next, we'll explore a creamy, delicious food that not only strengthens legs but keeps joints flexible and pain-free. Here's something many folks don't realize. Magnesium represents another nutrient your legs quietly need. If you've ever been jolted awake midnight by painful leg cramps, you know that excruciating feeling. That tight spasm seemingly appearing from nowhere, leaving you rubbing your calf for minutes, perhaps hours. Those cramps often represent your body saying, "I need more magnesium." Magnesium proves critical for muscle relaxation, nerve function, and preventing that heavy, dragging sensation in your legs. Whole grains naturally contain rich magnesium, offering simple, wholesome ways to ease cramps and keep muscles firing smoothly. Here's the real secret making whole grains such game changers. You're not limited to that same boring breakfast bowl daily. Whole grains represent some of the most versatile foods for your kitchen. Toss handfuls into smoothies for long-lasting energy. Sprinkle them over yogurt and berries for muscle-fueling snacks. You can even bake them into homemade protein bars for heart-healthy, leg-friendly treats. It's curious how many get caught seeking complex solutions, fancy supplements, expensive treatments, when real power lies in simple nutrition. Whole grains deliver exactly what legs need to stay pain-free, powerful, and energized. Iron for better oxygen flow, magnesium for fewer cramps, protein to rebuild muscle, and slow-burning carbohydrates to keep you moving without crashing. If you're serious about keeping legs strong, balanced, and moving easily, stop underestimating this humble grain. Start adding whole grains to meals daily, and you'll feel the difference, I promise. Now let's discuss the next surprising food that helps keep legs strong and joints pain-free. You might consider this one merely trendy, something younger crowds always post about. But truth is, it could be among the best things to eat for your legs as you age. Most people hear about green fruits and think of dips or fancy brunch spreads. But what if this creamy fruit holds secrets to keeping your legs stronger, more flexible, and free from daily aches and pains? When considering muscle strength, most jump straight to protein. Sure, protein matters, but it's not the complete story. Your muscles need healthy fats too, and sadly, that's what most aren't getting enough of, especially while aging. Here's why that matters. One major enemy of muscle strength with age is chronic inflammation. It's sneaky, building quietly over years until suddenly knees ache, hips feel stiff, and every movement requires more effort than it should. Worst part? You might not realize it's happening until damage is done. That's where these green fruits enter the picture, packed with monounsaturated fats, the kind actively fighting inflammation rather than fueling it. These healthy fats help keep muscles relaxed, joints flexible, and legs moving smoothly day after day, year after year. But that's just the beginning, because these fruits do much more for your body, especially your legs. Stick with me. This next part might surprise you. You know that feeling, waking with slight stiffness in knees or that dull, nagging ache in legs after long neighborhood walks? Initially, it's easy to dismiss, but over time that stiffness becomes soreness, then starts limiting how far you're willing or able to go. That creeping discomfort often stems from chronic inflammation slowly building in muscles and joints, among the biggest reasons we lose mobility with age. Most people don't realize how much it's holding them back until damage is already done. That's precisely why these green fruits prove so powerful. Unlike bad fats found in fried foods or processed snacks, they contain monounsaturated fats, the beneficial kind actively fighting inflammation. These healthy fats work behind scenes, keeping muscles relaxed, joints supple, and legs pain-free as long as possible. When muscles and joints work smoothly, you'll notice differences. Less stiffness, less soreness, more freedom to move as desired. But that merely scratches the surface of what these fruits can do for legs, because there's one mineral controlling nearly every movement: potassium. Every time you stand, walk, or step, muscles contract, relying on potassium to function properly. Without enough, you start feeling weak, wobbly, maybe suffering those painful leg cramps striking from nowhere, especially nights. Most folks think certain yellow fruits are best potassium sources, but surprisingly, these green fruits actually contain more potassium, a game changer for muscles. Potassium helps prevent cramps, reduces heavy leg sensations, and keeps muscles firing precisely when needed. If you've ever felt legs suddenly tighten or noticed balance slipping without reason, low potassium could be responsible. Benefits don't stop there. These fruits also protect muscles another powerful way, with vitamin E. As we age, muscles don't just weaken. They become more vulnerable to damage from everyday wear. Whether gardening, walking pets, or just standing extended periods, muscles constantly absorb stress. Over time, this accumulates, leading to slower recovery, soreness, and eventually muscle loss. But vitamin E, abundantly found in these green fruits, acts like shields. It fights oxidative stress, repairs muscle fibers, and prevents long-term deterioration. Think of it as daily maintenance, keeping muscles strong, legs resilient, and helping recovery happen faster so you can keep moving. Here's another great aspect. These fruits improve circulation. Good circulation represents lifelines for muscles. Without it, legs don't receive oxygen and nutrients needed, leaving you tired, weak, and more injury-prone. The healthy fats support heart health and help blood flow smoothly, delivering everything muscles need to stay energized and strong. That means more endurance, less fatigue, and confidence to move through days without worrying if legs will keep pace. You're probably wondering how to incorporate more of these fruits into diets. It's easier than you think. Slice them onto morning toast, blend them into smoothies for creamy, nutrient-packed boosts, or create classic dips. You can even substitute them as spreads instead of butter or mayonnaise. The key is consistency, adding little daily. That's how you'll feel differences in legs. Less pain, better balance, and strength to keep living life on your terms. Next, we've got another powerhouse food protecting muscles and keeping legs moving. Don't miss this one. The beauty of these, green fruits. They're easy additions to virtually anything. Mash them into creamy dips, spread them on toast instead of butter, or toss slices into favorite salads for simple, nutrient-dense boosts. Blend them into smoothies. Sometimes all you need is sprinkles of salt and pepper for heart-healthy snacks ready immediately. Remember, consistency represents the key. Eating one such fruit monthly won't give muscles daily support they need, but making them regular parts of meals, that's where magic happens. You'll notice it in joints, less stiffness, in muscles, more strength, and in movement, greater flexibility and confidence every single day. Because ultimately, staying strong and independent isn't about doing anything extreme. It's about those simple daily choices accumulating. Speaking of simple, let's move to the next powerhouse food, one as delicious as it is protective. Now we all know aging is inevitable, but losing strength? That's a choice. The real danger isn't always visible. It's happening inside our bodies daily. Your muscles face invisible threats called oxidative stress, quietly damaging tissues, wearing down joints, and weakening muscles over time. You might feel it as lingering stiffness, constant discomfort, or that annoying slow strength loss seeming to appear mysteriously. Here's good news. You can fight back, and one of your best weapons sits right in produce aisles. Red, blue, and purple fruits. They're not just sweet treats. They're loaded with powerful antioxidants acting as your body's natural defense against muscle breakdown. Every day your body produces free radicals, unstable molecules chipping away at muscle cells. When younger, your body handled them, but with age that protection weakens unless given help. That's where these colorful fruits enter pictures. Their antioxidants hunt down free radicals, protecting muscles, speeding recovery, and keeping legs strong long-term. But that's merely the beginning, because while muscle loss presents problems, something even more damaging sneaks up with age: chronic inflammation. Inflammation resembles slow burns inside bodies, making every step harder, every joint stiffer, every movement slightly more painful. Left unchecked, it leads to arthritis, muscle atrophy, and mobility loss altogether. Once again, these fruits come to rescue, packed with natural anti-inflammatory compounds, easing joint pain, reducing stiffness, and keeping legs moving properly. Every bite helps protect muscles and joints, making staying active and independent easier. Here's a bonus most don't know. Vitamin C in these fruits does far more than boost immunity. It's absolutely essential for producing collagen, the protein, keeping muscles, tendons, and joints strong, resilient, and flexible. With age, our bodies produce less collagen, leading to weaker muscles and stiffer joints. By adding these fruits to diets, you give bodies nutrients needed to keep muscles tight, joints smooth, and movement effortless. Don't worry about eating them plain. Toss them into morning whole grain cereal, blend into smoothies, sprinkle over yogurt, or cook them down into sweet natural compotes. The more frequently you eat them, the more protection you provide your body, inside and out. Next, I've got foods for you that are rich, satisfying, and among the best muscle builders available. You won't want to miss this. The secret to getting full benefits from these colored fruits: consistency. Eating handfuls occasionally won't suffice. To truly protect muscles, joints, and even minds, these fruits need to become parts of daily routines. Start simple. Toss handfuls into morning cereals or yogurts. Blend some into smoothies for refreshing muscle-boosting drinks. Keep bowls of mixed varieties in refrigerators for quick snacks. You can even simmer them into naturally sweet toppings perfect for pancakes or stirring into cottage cheese. The key is making these fruits habits, not treats, because the more regularly you consume them, the better protected your muscles and joints become. You'll move easier and feel less stiff. Here's something else. These fruits don't just work wonders for bodies, they sharpen minds too. Packed with brain-boosting antioxidants, they've been shown to improve memory, enhance focus, and support mental clarity. That's right. One simple food fuels both body and mind as you age. These fruits fight muscle weakness by battling oxidative damage. They ease joint discomfort by reducing inflammation. They boost collagen production, keeping muscles tight and joints smooth. They even support healthy circulation, ensuring legs receive nourishment needed to stay strong. All from one natural, delicious food group. So if you're serious about protecting strength, staying mobile, and living pain-free, don't overlook these colorful fruits. Exercise matters, but real foundations of strong legs? The right nutrition? And these fruits represent among the most powerful ways to fuel bodies for years ahead. Your future self will thank you for starting today. Now let's discuss another incredible food. One that not only keeps muscles strong, but also helps ease pain and stiffness. What if I told you eating this one food several times weekly could help maintain strong, powerful legs for years? Pink-fleshed fish isn't just any protein source. It's among the best things you can eat for muscle health, especially while aging, because as we age, our muscles undergo constant cycles. They're broken down with every movement and rebuilt during rest. The problem? Your body becomes slower at repairing muscle tissue over time. You might not notice initially, but eventually climbing stairs feels harder. Rising after sitting too long feels like struggles. Your legs don't feel as strong as before, and you can't quite determine why. This slow strength loss catches many people unprepared, but it doesn't have to happen this way. Because this particular fish, packed with high-quality protein, provides muscles with building blocks needed to stay strong, rebuild faster, and recover better. Every bite represents fuel for your legs. It's not just about protein, though. This fish contains rich omega-3 fatty acids playing critical roles fighting inflammation, helping reduce nagging knee stiffness, easing joint pain, and keeping muscles flexible. Omega-3s also improve circulation, ensuring muscles receive oxygen and nutrients needed for optimal function. So if you've ever felt legs grow heavy midway through days, if climbing stairs feels harder than it should, or if you've simply noticed your strength isn't what it used to be, this pink fish might represent the missing piece. Next, I'll show exactly how it keeps legs strong, joints pain-free, and bodies moving properly. You don't want to miss this. But this fish? It's much more than protein. It represents one of the richest omega-3 fatty acid sources. A game changer. For legs, especially while aging. See, with age, muscles and joints commonly become inflamed. That's why many experience stiff knees, aching hips, or excruciating movement pain. Sometimes it feels like bodies simply won't cooperate anymore. That's where omega-3s enter pictures. These healthy fats work deep inside bodies, fighting inflammation at sources. They help ease joint pain, protect muscles, and restore flexibility. So every step feels easier and smoother. It doesn't stop there. Omega-3s also boost circulation, absolutely vital for keeping legs strong and energized. Poor circulation means muscles aren't receiving oxygen and nutrients needed. That's when legs start feeling sluggish, heavy, and tired even after simple activities like walking to mailboxes. But when blood flows well, muscles stay nourished, energized, and ready to carry you through days. This fish helps make that possible. Here's something most people don't realize. Omega-3s also support nerve health. Ever notice reflexes aren't quite as sharp as before? Or legs don't respond as quickly when changing directions? That's because over time, nerve signals slow. Omega-3s help maintain those connections, keeping movements quick, steady, and coordinated. That means fewer stumbles, fewer missteps, and reduced falling risks. But that's not all this fish brings to tables. It's also packed with B vitamins, especially B12, critical for energy. Bodies use B vitamins converting food into fuel. Without enough, muscles simply can't perform, and you end up feeling weak, sluggish, and fatigued. That's why people low on B12 often struggle with muscle weakness, and even simple activities feel exhausting. Luckily, this fish replenishes B vitamins, giving legs energy needed to power through days. More energy means walking farther, climbing stairs easier, and keeping up with activities you love. Here's the kicker. You can't build strong legs without strong hearts. It's all connected. This fish's omega-3s help keep arteries clear, lower bad cholesterol, and improve blood pressure. This means better oxygen delivery, better endurance, and better muscle strength, because weak muscles often symptomize poor circulation. Think about it. If hearts aren't pumping efficiently, legs aren't getting fuel needed. That's when muscle loss begins. But when hearts stay strong, legs remain powerful, and independence remains intact. The best part? You needn't eat this fish daily to get these incredible benefits. Just 2 or 3 servings weekly can make huge differences. Try it roasted with vegetable sides, toss it on salads with creamy green fruits and leafy greens for nutrient-packed meals, or grill it for dinner. It's simple, satisfying, and exactly what bodies need. No matter how you prepare it, this fish delivers everything muscles crave: protein, healthy fats, vitamins, and energy. It's among the smartest additions to diets if you're serious about staying strong, mobile, and active while aging. Up next, we've got one final powerhouse food. Simple, affordable, and loaded with exact nutrients legs need. Don't miss it, don't forget. Even canned versions of this fish work equally well when time-constrained. Simply mix with olive oil, lemon juice, and favorite spices for quick protein-packed meals. It's affordable, convenient, and delivers all the same muscle-boosting benefits. This fish truly represents among the best foods you can eat if you're serious about protecting legs, hearts, and independence. Every bite strengthens muscles, supports healthy blood flow, reduces inflammation, and even improves nerve function, helping you move, walk, and climb confidently. Here's the bottom line. Don't wait until legs start feeling weak to make changes. Start adding this fish to diets now, and your future self will thank you. Now let's move to the final food on our list. A simple one you've probably got sitting in refrigerators right now. You've heard athletes, bodybuilders, and even doctors praise certain breakfast staples, and for good reason. But what most people don't realize is just how powerful they are for keeping legs strong, sturdy, and pain-free, especially while aging. Let me explain. First, these items represent complete proteins, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids bodies need to build, repair, and maintain muscle. As we grow older, that matters increasingly. See, muscle loss happens naturally with age. You might start noticing legs feeling weaker, balance feeling slightly off, or everyday tasks like climbing stairs leaving you winded. It's not imagination. It's your body struggling to regenerate muscle like before. That's why high-quality protein-like kinds found in these items proves so important. Each one gives muscles exactly what they need to slow strength loss, and sometimes even help regain muscle. But these items don't stop there. They're also fantastic natural vitamin D sources, nutrients most associate with bone health. Here's what many don't know. Vitamin D proves absolutely essential for muscle strength too. Studies show low vitamin D levels link to weak muscles, poor coordination, and increased falling risks, serious concerns while aging. The scary part? Many older adults don't realize they're vitamin D deficient. That's why adding these items to daily routines makes such smart moves. Not only are you helping muscles stay strong, you're also protecting joints and bones, keeping everything working together smoothly. There's one more secret ingredient in these items most have never heard about: choline. Choline plays vital roles connecting muscles and nervous systems. Every time you stand, walk, lift legs, or even shift weight, brain sends signals through nerves to muscles. Without enough choline, those signals weaken, leading to slower reactions, poor balance, and that wobbly feeling making you nervous walking on uneven ground. These items help keep those connections strong and responsive, ensuring muscles and nerves stay synchronized so every step feels steady and confident. If that wasn't enough, they're packed with B vitamins, healthy fats, and antioxidants fueling bodies, fighting inflammation, and protecting muscle cells from damage. The best part? They're affordable, easy to prepare, and incredibly versatile. Cook them different ways for breakfast, prepare a few for quick snacks, or create vegetable-packed dishes. Even 1 or 2 daily can make huge differences in leg strength, energy, and mobility, because muscles can't stay strong without proper fuel. And these items represent among the simplest, most powerful ways giving bodies exactly what they need. Coming up, let's wrap everything together and discuss why these foods provide foundations for staying strong, independent, and active well into golden years. At day's end, your legs form foundations of independence. They've carried you through every life chapter, every milestone, every memory, every moment that mattered. But here's the hard truth. We don't realize how much we depend on them until they start weakening. One day it's just slight stiffness. Next, climbing stairs feels like mountains. And before you know it, simple things, walking dogs, playing with grandchildren, strolling through parks, become harder than they should. But you aren't powerless in this journey. The choices made today, what you put on plates, how you nourish bodies, will shape how you move, live, and experience tomorrow's world. Because this isn't just about muscles or nutrition. It's about freedom. It's about waking each morning knowing you can still chase things bringing joy. It's about having strength to keep writing your story on your terms. These simple foods aren't just ingredients. They're allies, each feeding muscles, fueling bodies, protecting independence. Small daily choices quietly build strength needed for moments mattering most. So next time you eat, remember, taking care of legs means taking care of life. Because when legs stay strong, you keep moving forward toward things, people, and memories, making life worth living. Start today, not someday, because growing older proves inevitable. But losing strength? That's choices. I'd love hearing from you. Which foods surprised you most? Which ones already comprise your meals? Let me know in comment sections below. If you found this information helpful, don't forget liking, subscribing, and activating notifications, because we've got much more coming to help you stay strong, healthy, and independent for years ahead. You've still got miles to walk and lives full of memories waiting. Keep going.